Hello friends of Algovenger. Today I am going to take advantage of the fact that I already have a YouTube channel to tell you more about the works that go on sale next September 1st. The sale will be made on Algovenger NFT on the Algovenger network. I will leave the link in the video description. This time the new works have taken almost 4 months, but I think it is worth the wait. There are works with which I have ended up very happy. I think the evolution of the work is being satisfactory. All the works are made by means of digital drawing, in which the aim is to imitate different painting technique. We begin with a series dedicated to the world of circus clowns. This clown number 1 is an ink drawing on aged paper in which the colors black, white and red are used. It tries to reflect a classic image of the circus world, in which some characters and sketches from previous works sneak in. The second clown is a dark look at the world of circus clowns, done in ink and shaded in colored pencils that tear up the background. The imaginary figures and the feeling of madness reflected in the paper headdress with a sailor air mark the characters' features. The third work, called The Eye, is again an exercise in detoxification of the 2 previous works. In it we look for the expressiveness of the line that is redrawn, the basic shading, the iconic expression of the object that we could find in any old wall. A in X is again to the new Twitter iconography, to the yellow Algovenger ecosystem. A nod to the Algovenger family that builds this X network every day. A very simple iconography is used, to which different works capable of works are added in a sick way previous to create that world of madness that characterizes the Algovenger universe. This clown number 3 has been one of those works that were never finished. Initially made with ink, I later began to color it with a brush in different tones and textures, and then began to work digitally with different color styles until reaching the result you see. I love this work. It was complex to execute, but the result was worth it. The last clown in this series is a 100% race drawing. The brush intensely marked each stroke without seeking a relationship with the previous stroke. The fight between the head and the hand holding the brush was continuous, the tension constant. I really enjoy this type of work. They really make me feel satisfied with them. The following works are very marked by the recent visit to London. The first of them is inspired by the subway, by its tiled walls, by its simple graffiti executed quickly so as not to be reprimanded by the security of the place. Algovenger's hallmark is the new anarchy in this space. Study of a moai is a descriptive work, which tries to appropriate this iconography for future works. They are drawings made taking as reference the moai found in the British Museum. A truly disturbing piece. The different iconograms with drawings of alphabets of elements of the moai culture itself. Street art is an ink drawing on old paper that tries to recover many of the images that remained in my head from those graffiti walks through London. The universe of new characters, with some already familiar in the collection, begin to mix to try to tell each one his story. The Pharaoh is a new character that drinks from Egyptian iconography during the visit to the British Museum in London. It is intended as those figures of humanized animals are present in Egyptian mythology, and it seeks to achieve that tribal aspect. The Espsock play was the only way to get one of this summer's readings out of my head, George Orwell's 1984. The proximity of that work to many of the situations that occur in current society, at least in Spanish, forced me to create a work that tried to raise some awareness. The iconographic fist of Spanish socialism, Christianity, Masonic symbols and the all-seeing eye are made with a brush stroke that is highlighted with different colors on a reddish tone of a painted wall. And most importantly, read, doubt and investigate. This self-portrait is related to the previous work. It is the processes that entered and left my head while I read and assimilated the current situation. The drawings in the work are superimposed over and over again, creating different layers that can be intuited. Another one of those detox jobs where the hand dominates the brain. Autumn Thoughts is a work done with pencil and charcoal on old paper. It is a comic strip portrait in an autumnal setting that tells us that we will continue working on the collection, referring to it in our thoughts. Paloma is inspired by a work by Picasso called The Face of La Paz, that is found in the Casa Natal Museum in Malaga. It is a work that caught my attention and that I really wanted to redraw. We work with a dry ink technique that forces us to review the line over and over again, achieving a very expressive work. Portrait of P. Ruiz, as you can guess, is a portrait of Pablo Ruiz Picasso. Although someone has already told me that it is of the Star Wars robot. Made with a brush in black and grayish tones for the background on which the red and white lines are drawn that define a masked Ruiz. These 15 works are the ones that you will have on September 1st in Algorand. I hope you like them and are encouraged to buy some. You already know that it is 100% original art and 100% made with the heart. And also remind you that we opened the Algovenger art store a few days ago. I invite you to visit it because it is worth it. In it you currently have t-shirts and shoes related to the art of the collection.